It is Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9. Reec is right here in the city with one of my radio idols because I grew up in New Jersey. Used to sneak out of class to listen to the midday show.
Oh,
because I wanted to be
I didn't do middays.
Well,
I did afternoons.
You did afternoons,
yeah,
right?
I never
but
did
I had to.
midday.
I know, because that's the bridge. The bridge. Okay, I started overnight.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. She just shaded me low key. It's fine.
No, I'm just, Radio 101. I don't want the people listening to feel like, I did middays.
Right. You know why I felt like it was middays? Because I had to leave out of school early to start to listen to you, because I know you were going to tease what you're talking about.
Yep.
And I wanted to be able to go back into the cafeteria and be like, she's about to talk about this, or have some in the know.
Yeah, so you're talking about when I did the afternoon shift from 2 to 6.
Right.
And I loved it so much that I asked my bosses for a 5th hour, but on my own terms. I don't want to play music unless it's music that I want to play. And I play like Sylvester and stuff. Just totally, but I keep the microphone open, and I called that the bonus hour. And didn't even ask them to break the contract so we can start anew, because I'm doing this without. Like, I love radio, and I love, doing TV.
Right. Man, you've done so much. When you first started at Hot 103, did you feel like, okay, this is just a stepping stone, I'm going to be on TV one day?
No. I thought overnights was just a stepping stone, and I'll be doing mornings one day, and I will not be a side chick. I'm going to be the main girl,
right? And
then decorate people around me, because the thing is that if you study radio, and you do, of course, Reec, but women in the morning are always sitting next to some man.
Right, the second chair.
I'm not doing a second chair.
You never been like that, and that's what I appreciated. Like, you held your own in a huge market, and you had a household name.
Yeah.
And it seemed like,
for good or for bad.
It's like that, right? I remember those days. We're not going to talk about that. You have so many great things going right now. You got a 10-city tour. What makes you want to go on a 10-city tour, Wendy? Everybody knows you already.
Room service.
That's a great answer.
First of all, I like being out amongst the people. I like to see who watches the show, other than, my small bubble, in New York.
Right.
And so it's nice to be out amongst the people, to feel the love. 10, because it's season 10, which starts on September 10th. And, I'm here in Atlanta because this city, without this city's support, I wouldn't be.
This city seems like you're like the typical day Wendy crowd. It's so many different people, so diverse. And you have such a diverse crowd in your audience.
Yeah.
You see anything in your crowd. How does that make you feel when you look out to your audience? It
makes me feel wonderful, because it used to be that I would know a Wendy watcher because she would be a black girl, and that's fine. But you can't stay on TV for 10 years just by being loved in Atlanta and New York by black women. I need everybody to watch, and now, or gay men. I love to. The gay men and the community has been very supportive of me, but you can't win on TV for 10 years by just that crowd. That woman in Nebraska's got to fall in love with me, and she might not even know anybody who looks like me.
Right. That's what I was going to say. You're in so many different markets. How do you connect with the person in Idaho? How do you connect with that person in nowhere, Utah?
Laughter.
Right.
Laughter is contagious, and, I pick... my Hot Topics Bureau, we pick stories. Look, they present to me about 15 stories a morning. And out of those 15 stories, I choose 8 of them that I really want to do.
Right. And
I might bring a story to the table to say, well, investigate this one. But they won't have time because we're a live show. So they'll say, all right, Wendy, can we save this? We'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
But you know what? There's certain things that resonate with everybody, Reec, and laughter is definitely one of them.
I can see.
And I can't be anybody but myself. So if the lady in Idaho and her husband, who now watch the show every day with coffee, but back in the day, it was like, well, what is going on? Where is my usual daytime TV? Sensible conversation about meaningful things?
Right.
And who is this? And then she watches. And she watches. Next thing you know, her husband passes through the room.
What are you watching? Yeah. I'm watching Wendy.
And then he might sit down. And then he's watching.
Then you got him.
Yeah.
For 10 seasons.
And generations of people. Like, one of my favorite things is that when people make a planned trip to come to New York to see me, and they do that.
Yeah.
But you bring your grandmother and then the mom and then the daughter who just turned 18, because, you have to be 18 to sit in the audience. But the kids tell me that they can't wait for their birthday so they can finally come to the show.
How does that make you feel being a mother to a teenage son?
Fabulous. We just dropped our son off at school. My husband and I, we came right from dropping him off to Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And he's away, and I'm happy for him. I don't feel like the poor empty nesting mom. I haven't talked to him once on the phone since he's left. You know why? I'm not going to intrude on his time.
You prepared him for that, though.
Yes. Well, kids have to learn to be left. And that when they come home, like, I'm not going to change his room into a sewing room. Mm-hmm. He hasn't even made those kind of requests. But his room is not going to be a sewing room.
Right.
And me and his father will be there when he comes home. Mm-hmm. And we support him. We have, I hate to say a cool relationship, but we have a cool relationship within the confines and respect of parents.
You know what? It seems like the way, and obviously nobody knows the intricacies of your parenting, right? But we can tell that you're genuine. You're very open, even with your app and everything. You have the part where you can see what you're doing at any time, almost during the day. It seems like you probably carry that over into your personal life, which makes sense. And what
I
you're
do,
saying.
But it's also gotten in the way. Being on television as yourself and not an actress. See, because I'm myself. I'm not acting a role.
Right.
Being on TV for 10 years is a gift and a curse. My son, he's 17 now. He'll be 18, as a matter of fact, Saturday.
Oh, wow. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm getting him nothing. Please, believe me, we left him in fine style at college.
Okay, then.
The boy will be just fine.
That's a happy birthday present for you then.
Exactly.
No debt.
But it's a gift and a curse. I sit on TV and I run my mouth and, but then I have to go to the PTA meeting and people are, the other moms are looking like they like it.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily jive with the kids. Because you can either be real popular because your mom is Wendy or be socially awkward or somewhere in between because your mom is Wendy and you don't know who your friends are coming from.
I got you.
So I want him to fly. It's a gift and a curse, being on this long.
It seems like it's more of a gift only because you are yourself. And I see a lot of people, they do what they call it flexing, basically for social media and because everybody has a platform now. Mm-hmm. What do you think it would have been like if you were on radio with social media platform then, if we'd had social media then?
Well, terrestrial radio seems to have fallen by the wayside, and I miss it. Mm-hmm. Like, I like terrestrial radio, but there's more music than conversation, which pisses me off. I like talk. I want to hear a conversation.
Me too. Especially when it's somebody with something to say like yourself. Like, you have so many years in the game. You have constantly reinvented yourself to fit the mold. Best-selling New York Times author. All right, multiple books. You're in movies. You're on TV. Former radio personality. Radio Hall of Fame. Self-proclaimed hyena whisperer. Right? Mom. Everything is there for the taking, really. Yeah. So I just wanted to say I appreciate what you bring. And also thank you for your foundation work now. Because that's like the platform I stand on here.
The Hunter Foundation. Did we already talk about this? Or my mind is scattering because I
we're talking about it now. I know you're on a press run,
so depressing. You've got the blinds pulled.
Am I depressing? I hope I'm not depressing.
You've got on a shirt and tie.
Let me take the tie off.
Like, why are you so stuffy?
I wear a tie once a week.
All right. Why'd you have to wear it on Wendy Day?
The next time I'm wearing a wife beater, Wendy. We're just gonna talk. All right? That's what I'm gonna do next time. All right.
Excuse me. I don't believe we're allowed to say that anymore, sir.
We're not. Everything is so okay. So how does that affect you?
I do a lot of that. Because I'm the only one out there, so I can't alley-oop the ball to Whoopi or Joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love having my own show. Just me. But in times like this, I have to be very thoughtful in what I say, how I present my stories. Hot Topics Bureau does a great job of, gathering the stories and all of the information. But, in the prompter, there's only bullet points for what story's next.
Right.
It's all my opinion in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not there to hurt people's feelings. I'm not there to blow up people's spots.
Mm-hmm.
I simply do what I do because the celebrity material is just too ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, if you didn't give me
they
material,
give you a lot to work, and then you got to watch yourself when you do. I hate that you're on a leash. I hate that everybody's on a leash now.
Yeah, you got to watch everything that you say. There's certain. I mean, when you sit down on the floor and you cross your legs, it's called what?
Indian style. But you can't say Indian style.
Reset it. Ooh. Ooh.